you can see there is a functionality like a login page functionality. You can observe the first block is related to login page functionality. While the login page, while you are going to log into that page, you find out a vulnerability or showcase it to something. Or else, if it is using by the customers are saying I'm facing glitch while logging into the application. So they find out some kind of issues. The code level vulnerabilities are there, so they have to modify this code. That is called a bug fix. Or else, if the company wants to more details, or you can simply say Flipkart is an e-commerce website, so we have to add the Flipkart need to add thousands of products every day. Okay, it maintain. For that they are going to write again from some fresh code. Let's assume there is a new 17 Pro of like iPhone 17 Pro or kind of a new mobile will come. They have to replicate that mobile. They have to showcase the mobile in the platform. For that they are going to write a code. I'm just giving it for an example only. So those kind of things are called as a features. Giving a new thing or giving a new line of code is feature. Okay, modifying the existing code is called a bug fixing or something. So whatever it is the developer is going to do, okay, going to do, it is going to taken care by the DevOps engineers. Like once the developer write the code, the DevOps engineer is going to take that code. It is in a human readable format. They are going to modify into system readable format. That is nothing but building the code or archiving the code. After that they are sending it to the code quality check. Okay, the syntax errors or vulnerability kind of stuff they are going to verify it. They are using some tools for that. Once the code quality is verified, okay, whether it syntax errors are cleared, and then if the functionality level issues or anything is there, those are fixed, they are going to move it to the testing platform. Like there is a two identical servers are there. Okay, the one major identical server is the Flipkart application which we are going to host. But instead of we are directly moving everything to the Flipkart actual server, we are going to use a dummy server to test how it is going to work. If we are going to move the code to the dummy server, how it is going to work. If everything looks fine, then only we assume we can able to move the actual code to the actual server which is used by the customers. So these things are called as releases or deployments. So at this in between, okay, in between sending, writing the code from, after writing the code where the developers are sorry, the developers write the code, the DevOps engineers are going to verify those kind of vulnerabilities and all. It is they are going to modifying to archiving or web archive some kind of Java archive files, and then they are going to moving it to the testing team like QA analysis team. They are going to verify it as a end user. Let's assume they modified a login page kind of thing. Again, they are going to verify it is the login code functionality is working fine or not. That means they are going to log in as an end user like a customer. So everything looks fine. Then they'll give a heads up to again the DevOps engineers or site reliability engineers or what you said like application engineers, AppSec engineers or something. These guys are going to moving the specific code or the specific data to the actual servers. That is the thing. There are number of names came up like naming conventions, DevSecOps engineers, application security engineers, and different kinds of naming conventions are there. The companies are using in different kind of naming conventions for a different kind of purposes. But the entire functionality is this only. So throughout this, what is your exact doubt?
No, no, but so every role is having different kind of responsibilities, right? So that's why I'm asking. AppSec engineer is having to find the vulnerabilities before the code is going to live, like in design phase,
Yes, yes,
development.
yes.
So, but BAPT is not something like that. So, the application once it went to production, so there will be a
Okay.
different kind of work, right? Like testing kind of environments, pre-productions, as you said. So on those type of applications, they will give us to VAPT engineers. So they will find the vulnerabilities and they will penetrate it. That is what I heard you. So that's why I asked you this question. Like
See,
it's
more
quite
see, they are also maybe application AppSec engineers also do the mostly same kind of things what we do, but not uh, not that much level. Like, see, we are a red teaming people. That means we are completely offensive security guys. Okay, we do deep dig analysis, but the AppSec engineers won't do that much deep dig. Maybe they'll trying to find out any basic level or surface level vulnerabilities before it's moving to the actual server. Okay, maybe they do the same kind of thing, but it is they won't dig much like us. Okay, they
Okay.
won't do that much level of security audit to verify how many things are what kind of things are there. Maybe they are going to find out a basic level vulnerabilities like authentication authorization things are there in a broken, like a broken authentication or a broken access control or SQL injection kind of thing. Why I'm saying these things, let's assume a login page is going to take something. I'll show you here. Netflix is here. Usually what it is asking, email address. Okay, if I would like to sign in, click on sign in. It is asking a email or a mobile number. What should be contain in email? Letters or numbers, right? That means if I give Sai, okay, Sai at the rate gmail.com, this is a kind of a email. If you give, if it is existed, it will show like that. Okay, it is asking for the password. Okay, or else if you give your mobile number, it will ask the sign in code to login, or else again also you have to give the password. Sometimes we do both. But if I give, let me remove this. Please enter a valid email ID. Okay, I gave a special characters. These are related to the database SQL queries. Okay, these are related to the SQL queries. I'll give like this very simply. I'll give like this. Okay, these are called as a SQL kind of like a special characters, or you can see kind of boolean based or something. Okay, instead we can simply assume email or mobile maybe contains letters. That means SAI like a, or else it is going to contain a numbers 1 2 3 4 or something, because it is asking for email or mobile. If we are going to give any other things instead of letters or numbers like these special characters, maybe they allow hash or maybe allow dollar, some kind of thing they'll use. Okay, if they can't allow these kind of special characters minus plus or those kind of things like brackets, those kind of things, because the malicious scripts are going to build with these kind of things only. So they are going to sanitize that. Okay, the developer is going to sanitize the input. So they don't, anyone, if anyone want to try to give any kind of a malicious codes or scripts, they don't want to take it into the, or they don't want to consider it as a actual email or mobile number. So they only consider if you give a proper email ID or else a mobile number. If I give test at the rate gmail.com, okay, something went wrong, review your email ID address and try again. That means this kind of email ID does not existed inside the Netflix database. Okay, if you give a wrong email ID, it will show like this. Or else if you give a right email ID, it will ask for the password or maybe code to log into that application. Maybe that code is going to send to your mobile number, or else it is going to send to your email ID. Once you give that code, it will be allow you to watch the Netflix and all. The thing is, they are sanitizing the input. Whatever you are giving here, okay, it is going to sanitize it because they written some code related to that. Okay, they written some code related to that to sanitize what it is going, what a user is going to inputting in the inputting fields. What are inputting fields? Whatever it is a username, password, and when it comes to the Naukri, you have to give input as your resume, right? What if you are going to input a malicious script instead of your biodata or something or curriculum vitae? Again, it is going to be a big deal. That means the application is going to take that file or a data, it is going to render it behind. Okay, it is going to process it inside the application servers. If that specific kind of malicious code is executed, what will happen? Let's assume I've written a malware code, like malicious software code, which will, if it is going to accepted by the server or the database, immediately it is going to run behind the inside the database or the applications. So it is going to gain the access. It will give me the usernames and passwords inside the database or the application. You got my point? So those kind of basic things they are going to verify. Okay, giving something like a malicious queries inside the input fields like usernames and passwords or any other fields, even though while you're logged in successfully with a fake details. Let's assume you got some others details instead of yours. You're logged into that account, and once you are going to, there are some other input fields also there. When we are talking about Netflix, there is a search bar over there, right, for searching movies or web series or anything. If you are going to give the same kind of input query also there, again it is going to block it, because they are sanitized. So the people, application security guys, are going to verify that is that sanitization is working fine or not. But most of the cases, the quality or functional testers also do the same to verify few things like a malicious things in a entry level. Okay, before the code is going to merging into the application. But we, the VAPT people or red teaming guys, do after all this, we are simply going to find out the vulnerabilities in a deep dive manner. That means we are going to find out cheat codes. We are going to use different kind of things to find out how many vulnerabilities are inside there. If we, if those guys are while verifying these things, if they didn't find anything, that means they said they are go. Okay, at their level that is fine. But our level, we can't stop if we couldn't find any kind of vulnerability at login page. That means if the SQL injection is not there, we are going to find out some other vulnerabilities. We won't stop until unless we are going to run at least uh, a 30 to 50 tests, or maybe 100 tests, or maybe 200 individual pen tests to verify is there any vulnerabilities are there. Got my point?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah. There
understood.
are some levels are there actually. You see, every company have developers, every company have DevOps engineers, every company have uh, like a QA, like a testing guys. These three are mandatory to each and every company if the company is wants to exist in the market. That means like take any kind of company as an example. Okay, let's assume if it is a Microsoft, Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, like Amazon e-commerce, whatever it is, everything, sorry, every time, every company is going to write a code behind with the help of developers. They are going to build the code. It is going to verify, tested, and built by the DevOps engineers. Okay, and sometimes the DevOps engineers are the what it is like site reliability engineers are going to take care the entire infrastructure. Maybe the developers can able to write the code, and the testers can able to write verify the code or verify the functionality of the code. It is going to showcasing the actual results. That is nothing but at one side, if you are going to split the screen into two parts, the first left part is showcasing the code, and the right side part is showcasing how the code is working. If the code is writing in the left pan, it is going to executing in the right side as a login page or something. They are going to verify, or else they are going to log in as a user or a customer to verify is everything the functionality is properly working or not. Okay, maybe sometimes the DevSecOps guys also came up with the help of DevOps while the code is transmitting from Git to the server, the actual server. I already told you DevOps engineers are going to verify the syntax errors, vulnerability things with the help of tools only. They don't know, or they don't have the knowledge of these cyber security things and all. Okay, they don't have ability to read and write the code. They just they are simply do, they are going to take care the build and maintain the servers databases like infrastructure, and they are going to process the code. That is called CI, continuous integration. Okay, once the code quality and everything completed, the CI integration is completed, they are going to move it to the actual servers, that is production. Okay, the servers which is having the actual application is called as production in every company. Okay, the services which is having the, there is a replicated computers or the same kind of servers or testing servers are there, those are called as a pre-production. So whatever you want to test, everything it is going to test it in pre-production. Okay, internally in a code level, in a testing level, everything. So once the code moving, testing and everything done in a pre-production, everything looks fine, then only they are going moving it to the actual production servers. This is the actual thing. But there are some individual contributors are there when it comes to application security engineers or devsecops. These guys are going to use some tools or maybe some test cases or some kind of prepared manner, like what I told you earlier, like SQL injection, like they are going to try some queries or something, is those are still impacting the services or not. Why? Because they are going to do each and every time. That means previously they tested, they couldn't find it, even though they gave it to the security pen testing for to the pen testers. They are going to give their report. Okay, nothing is there, or else they gave some vulnerabilities again. Those are removed, and again the VAPT test and give the certification. There is nothing over there to impact the application. So once the companies decided to add something as a bug fix or a feature, again and again and again, every time, every release, they are going to test it. They are going to verify it, because they don't know if the new code or the modified code can able to generate new vulnerabilities. For a good sake, they are going to verify it every time. But at initial level, the application security guys or DevSecOps guys are going to verify it in a basic level concepts.
So I got a question here. Can I get a question, Sai?
Yep, please.
Okay, so it's possible that the application security engineers can do whatever they want, but then, excuse me, on their side, everything works well, the code works well, but then they wouldn't be able to know the deep vulnerability for their final product that the VAPT guys will be able to find out that and show it to them. Am I correct on that?
Just a second, Daniel. Getting
Okay,
an alert.
sorry.
Just a second.
Okay.
Uh, my mobile is giving an alert. Just a second. What's happening? Uh, uh, uh. How much time it should take? Just there is a theft protection in my mobile. It is auto activated, giving the alert. Just a second. Oh, finally. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Daniel, you're saying something, please. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Sorry about that. So I'm losing my voice because I got into a situation today. So bear with me. So what I'm saying is that the application security guys, they work with the CI/CD guys, right, for developers to do them stuff, right?
Mm,
So,
yeah.
which means it's possible that the developers and those in that ecosystem, that CI/CD developers and all those kind of things, they can release their product. But based on their assessment of application security, everything works well for them. But then let's say eventually the
Mhm.
VAPT guys do the holistic approach to the entire development, the product. Am I correct on that? And then they can come up with different vulnerabilities, which the developers or the application security guys have
VAPT
missed.
engineers only came up if the company wants to ask them to do something, then only they'll came up. Until unless they won't came up as an individual contributor. Okay,
Oh,
without
okay.
any prior information, they won't come. The thing is,
Okay. Mhm.
usually VAPT guys are what do? We do the security penetration testings or security audits,
Correct. Oh,
like a
okay.
finance guys. The finance guys what
Right.
do? The chartered accountants and all. We everyone know
Right.
about like Form 16 or like financial year endings and everything. The companies are
Right.
going to do the audit about their financial
Okay.
things and all. The same way,
Okay.
the VAPT guys are responsible to audit and certify the application.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
while giving the genuine report,
Hmm.
we have found enough vulnerabilities or we haven't found based on their experience and all. It is going to happen twice or thrice uh,
Okay.
in a quarter sometimes, in a half yearly sometimes, in a 6 months once,
Yes.
or in a yearly sometimes. Usually the
Hmm.
banks do yearly ones because of
Okay.
they don't want to down their applications and all. Okay, they don't want to do
Okay.
run those kind of tests and all while the business time or even anything, because the banks
Okay.
don't have a business or non-business time mostly, because 50% bank is always running, even night times also transactions happening. Like
Hmm.
every time the bank is in an active state, the application should be in an active state only, right? With the help of
Okay.
internet banking and all. So when it comes to any other organizations like a B2B organizations or something, or any IT company related applications or organizations or something, they are going to do uh, quarterly pen testings, okay, or else
Hmm.
a half yearly pen testings. That is based out of their application and their security concerns. Okay,
Okay.
you are saying something is happening, like some attack got happened. Okay, have you got heard my mobile beep or something before while you are talking? Actually, I got a security alert. The same way,
Oh,
the
okay.
security alert
Okay.
will be triggered. Okay, there are
Oh, okay.
IDS, intrusion detection system is there. That is a kind of there are kind of applications and services over there.
Mhm.
The SOC people, SOC, security operations guys, are going to
Mhm.
inject or install or configure those inside the application servers databases along with the
Mhm.
along with the devices which is provided to the employees. That is
Okay.
especially because the employees have a direct access to those servers and services. So, if those devices got compromised, again there is a big issue. If compromising is nothing but if a hacker trying to steal your data, okay, if a hacker trying to sneak into your laptop or computer, which is given by the company or the
Mhm.
organization, so they can easily get the credentials, right? The first thing, and
Mhm.
they can easily get to know each and everything inside your organization's infrastructure, architecture, and everything. What kind of services they are using, what kind of tools they are using, everything. So once they gain the access, they can simply inject the codes and all, like malicious softwares and all, whatever it is.
Okay.
So the thing is, they are going to secure in every manner. Okay. Usually, if an alert got come, something Daniel's laptop is going to compromise in a few minutes, or maybe it got
Mhm.
compromised already. So immediately the IDS is going to send the alert to the SOC people. SOC people will take
Okay.
the action. They are going to call you, like they call you
Oh,
through
okay.
mobile, Okay,
Mhm.
they don't use electronic device at that point of time, they don't send messages or mails. Again, it will have some kind of issue. Okay, it will generate.
Okay.
So they'll call you, hey, simply shut down or close your laptop and take it, hand over it in the office. They are
Okay.
simply going to deassemble it. At the point of time, they are simply block your computer from the
Mhm.
organization.
Okay.
Okay, so this is called, if anything happen at that point of time only, the SOC people will control it or defend it. But we are going to find out the things. There are
Okay.
different kind of aspects are there when it comes
Mhm.
to the VAPT guys. If you
Okay.
have a exponential knowledge and all, maybe you call as a red teaming expert. Okay, the
Mhm.
thing is, the company's requirement, based on the company's requirement only, we will go and we will do what is necessary. If in
Okay.
it, let's assume the hack is happened. Okay, the hack is happened, but the SOC people can't able to stop that specific hacker. Okay, it
Okay.
is beyond to SOC. Then the red teaming will come at that point
Okay.
of time. Until unless we won't go, we won't see any face, anyone's face in the company.
Okay.
Okay, we are just going to securing remotely, or maybe if we go to the company also, they won't disclose these are VAPT guys or these are secure guys. Even SOC people also don't
Mhm.
know that DevOps engineers are and all. Security is a
Okay.
complete different thing.
Okay.
Okay, that is a complete different thing. But most of the companies won't disclose their security team's details to their employees also. Let's assume, even though if you are working in a company, the company is also having a SOC team or DevSecOps team also. If you want to do some pen tests, as they given as a ticket to you, you have to find out the vulnerabilities, but you need some
Okay.
uh, authority to do some kind of test, or
Gotcha.
else you need some authentication keys or something, or some other information which is confidential, because you are
Okay.
going to secure those confidential things. If you don't know about those, you can't secure those. At that point of time, the SOC people will collaborate with the VAPT team, or they are going to give you some kind of exponential data to verify, or
Mhm.
while you are doing the pen test also, maybe they'll with you.
Okay.
Okay, if you are in-house person, mostly these kind of things don't need it. You guys are already collaborated, you'll do based on the company's policies. If you are a third party guy, okay, you are from a vendor, then you must and should go to the company, and you have to
Mhm.
work under their premise with the help of
Mhm.
LAN cable. They won't give you the Wi-Fi access to.
Mhm. Mhm.
There are bunch of things will come up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
The internal teams are different, the VAPT is different. Maybe some companies will take it as internal team, but still they won't disclose your data to the company employees are and all. That is also a security impact. Yeah. So the thing is, let's see here. I'll close it in the next 10 minutes because I have some other class. Webinar is there. Okay. So the thing is, let's see device A and a device B. Okay. It is connected the internal Wi-Fi network, you can see, and the device be also connected the internal Wi-Fi network. And you can see the Wi-Fi is having a public IP address. Again, the Wi-Fi is having the public IP address in the both ends. And my laptop and your laptop is also having the private IP addresses, which is given by our Wi-Fi. Okay, for the recognition purpose. So if you want to connect through the web or through the internet, your computer need this or showcase this public IP. This computer is going to showcase this public IP. But the thing is, I want to send an email to you. Okay, I want to send an email to you. At this point of time, email is a kind of service in a specific device, whether it is a computer, mobile, or a tablet. Email, WhatsApp, um, like a Zoom or anything, everything is comes under an individual service. So to send an email, this you have to install, or maybe you are going to uh, open your browser. From the browser only you are going to sending an email. At this point of time, you need a specific protocol and a port number. Okay, to send an email, this email service is having SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. Okay, The basic or the default port number of this protocol is 25. Okay, this is 25 SMTP having, but you need to send it in a secured manner. At that point of time, the TLS will be there. I told you SSL or TLS are called as a encrypted data, like a secure sockets layer, or TLS is known as a kind of certificate we are using to encrypt the data from end to end. Let's assume if you are going to check any web browser's URL, let me show this. Even this one also, you can see the Zoom is also using HTTPS. Okay, HTTPS. That means the S is added means it is a secure thing. What is meant by S? S is nothing but either SSL or TLS. Okay, actually the both things are same. Previously it is called SSL. Now it is transformed into TLS. It's an updated version. Okay, let's consider it as a TLS. So adding the this TLS certificate to SMTP, it is going to considered as a secured SMTP. Okay, that secured SMTP is going to give 587 as a default port number. If it is showcase 25, it is unsecured SMTP protocol. If it showcase 587, it is a secured SMTP protocol. So if you want to send an email to someone, okay, that needs SMTP protocol, while you are sending the email, if the receiver wants to receive that email again, it needs a POP3, okay, POP3 protocol. Just a second. Let me. It is a postman or something. Just a second. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, not this, not this, not this, not this. Yeah, it is a post office protocol. Sorry, I forgot that. Okay, POP3 is nothing but a post office protocol. It is used for receiving the emails. For sending, we are using a different protocol. For receiving also, we are using a different protocol. If it showcase 110 as a port number, it is a unsecured POP3 protocol. And if it is going to showcase as a port number like a 995, it is a secured POP3 protocol. Okay, each and every protocol is having a secured and unsecured port numbers or protocols are there. If you are going to add a security, it is going to modify or change the port number too. Okay, like these 110 or 25 are known as a default port numbers. Okay, someone asked me last time, okay, Sairam, if I send an email to you, it is going to showcase you in the mobile and computer and tablet also. How it is happened? It is because of IMAP. Again, there is a other protocol is there, IMAP. It is going to fetch how many devices you have logged in with your email or with your Gmail ID. The IMAP is going to fetch the data in each and every device if the device is having the internet. Okay, if you have the internet, it is going to fetch it immediately. So for sending SMTP, for receiving POP3, for fetching IMAP or IMAP as the protocols. Again, IMAP having 143 as a default protocol and 993 as a secured IMAP protocol, or the port number is a 993. So again, if device B wants to send an email to A, again it is going to use a SMTP, and A wants to receive this, again they are going to device A wants to use the POP3 to receive that and decode that, and then IMAP is again going to use it for fetching the data. Do you guys understand the points? My intention is each and every service, like individual service, have a individual protocol and a port number. Okay, when it comes to the Gmail, it is SMTP, POP3, and IMAP. The combination of these three can able to send and receive and fetch the data accurately throughout the internet. Okay, if you don't have or if you don't, sorry, If the protocols are not working properly, that means you cannot able to send or receive the data. But we don't need to think about these protocols are working or not, because it is implemented by the Gmail itself in their application. Okay, it is implemented by, while they are creating a service, they are going to implement it. Okay, how these Wi-Fi, sorry, how these uh, IP addresses, public IP addresses or ports and protocols are functioning properly. Okay, I'll show you that. So the ICANN, okay, ICAAN and IANA are key organization managing core infrastructure like domain names, IP addresses. That means the IP addresses and ports and protocols are created and maintained by these ICANN and IANA. IANA stands for um, what it is like a um, Internet Authority of Names and something. Sorry, not getting it. Just a second. Mm, 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 mm. Where it is, buddy? Yeah, Internet Assigned Numbers and Authority. Sorry, I couldn't get it actually. So ICANN stands for Internet Corporation of Assigned Numbers and Names. Okay, it is a subsidiary. ICANN is the actual company. Okay, ICANN is the actual company or the actual organization which is taken care about these IP addresses, ports, protocols, or domain names like .com, .in, all the things, or .xyz, whatever it is. And the IANA, like Internet Assigned Numbers and Authority, manages the actual assignment of IP addresses and a top level domains like .com, .in, .xyz, something. Okay, these organizations are taking care about all those. How it is going to assign all those? You can see there are RIR, regional internet registries are there. Okay, I'll show you. See, this is the ICANN, or you can consider IANA is going to assign the available or existing data of domain names, IP addresses to these RIRs, regional internet registries. Okay, these regional registries are going to allocate it based on the purchasing level of the national internet registries or local internet registries. These are nothing but, you can consider, if you are using a Geo is considered as a either local internet registry or a national internet registry. Okay, sometimes you can consider it as a internet service provider too. Okay, why I say sometimes, because not each and every internet service provider is a local internet registry or a national internet registry. That means if Geo is going to bid, Geo is going to win the bid for these um, allocation things and all, Geo is going to give the services to the internal networks like internal service providers also. Let's assume if Bharati Airtel wants to purchase this domain names and all, but it is already brought by Geo. The Bharati Airtel is going to work under or buy those things from the Geo only. So at that point of time, we can consider sometimes our service providers are acting like a national or local internet registries, and sometimes they are going to purchase the same thing from the other national registries or internet registries at a local level. Okay, you can consider APNIC, Asia Pacific, is a RIR. I'll show you here. There are total 5 RIRs are there. Okay, the regional internet registries throughout the globe. These 5 RIRs only can able to give and maintain these domain names and IP address allocation. Okay, let's assume if you want to buy a domain in GoDaddy, the GoDaddy should need to buy it from the RIR, any uh, regional internet registry only. Okay, our India's specific RIR comes under this APNIC, Asia Pacific region. Okay, our data comes under this RIR only. Whatever we are going to purchase, use, that is going to connect with the AP NIC. Okay, even Bharati, Airtel or Jio wants to connect to this AP NIC to get the domain names and public IP addresses. Okay, and when it comes to these public IP and domain names, we can able to purchase it for a amount of time, for a year, for 5 years, for 10 years, right? All the things are going to taken care by this. Let's assume you bought a specific domain for 1 year. Okay, your subscription got ended. You haven't renewed it. Okay, you haven't renewed it. So who is the vendor gave you? Like if it is taken care by the GoDaddy, okay, you can consider it as a local internet registry or something. If the GoDaddy is also not going to renew their subscription, again it is going to the national internet registry or regional internet registry, you can say. Usually national internet registries are now converted into local internet registries only. Okay, there is no much difference between national or local internet registry. They are converted directly to local internet registry. So the local internet registries are, the LAR is directly attaching with the regional internet registries nowadays. So we can consider the GoDaddy is also LAR. If the GoDaddy is also couldn't renewed their subscription, again they lost their domain names and all, which is assigned by the RIRs. So the RIR is going to showcase it to the world. Like, hey, we have some available domain names, and like they are going to put it in the market again. If any RIR, any other RIR or any other LIR is going to, sorry, any other local network registry like GoDaddy or Geo who are going to provide the domains and IP addresses in a local level, they are going to again they can able to purchase those things. This is a simple kind of a business thing. Okay. Actually, Icon or IANA is a non-profitable organization. Okay, but still they are gaining some amount to maintain all these things properly. Okay, simply IANA Internet Authority numbers and names are going to taken care of all these things with the help of is local sorry uh, regional internet registries, and these regional internet registries are going to take care individual regions. Okay, it is going to take care like this Asia Pacific region is going to completely taken care by the APNIC. Under this region there are some countries are there, for from the each and every country there are local registries like a Geo or like AT&T, those kind of network providers, or we can say ISP, internet service providers are there. They are going to take the services, or they are going to purchase the services from these guys. Okay, in this way we are going to use all these data, and there are some things are there. There are some elastic IPs, like our I told you like a static IP and dynamic IP, right? That means static IP couldn't be changed, and dynamic IP is going to change every time. So these internet service providers or local internet registries, let's assume Geo is there, I'm using my Geo broadband, like a Geo Wi-Fi router is there. So my internet service provider Geo is going to give me this router, and they are going to allocate a specific public IP. Mostly they will assign a static public IP to an individual router. They don't want to change it every time because of the security reasons. Okay, these ICANN and IANA already created some policies and rules and regulations. Each and every RIR or even LIR or internet service provider, it need to be implemented throughout the globe. So they are assigning those kind of static IP addresses which will never be changed until unless the internet service provider or LIR is going to change it. Okay, that's why we are using this public IP. That's why we are, while we are connecting the Wi-Fi, we are going to showcase a public IP as a constant IP. Okay, but if you want to use a uh, your mobile data, it should be a dynamic IP, because mobiles are already crossed a billion, or maybe 2 billion, or maybe 4 billion. because the IPs are already having 4 billion only. If they are going to assign an individual static IP, the reach or the uh, capability is already crossed. The IPv4 is already consumed. That's why they are not going to an individual mobile user to a static IP. Instead, they are giving a dynamic IP. But still, if you are using a dynamic IP also, they can able to trace. Like if the government want to trace you, they can able to trace it simply. Okay, this is ICANN and IANA who are going to taken care of the domain names like these IP addresses and all. Okay, and yeah, so I'll share this one too. Let me go to the other document. Yeah, so whatever we are seeing or whatever we are connecting or whatever we are using or transmitting or communicating throughout the internet is with the help of submarine cables only. I told it in the earlier class. The internet is traveling or we are using the internet as a medium to connect throughout the globe. That is happening with the help of a cables only. The internet is not a wireless, it is a wired connectivity. Okay, it is happening with the help of a cables only. These cables are also maintained by individual uh, companies or organizations, that is called as a consortia. A group of companies or a group of organizations are going to take care about these submarine cables like installation and maintenance and all. Okay, throughout the globe these internet cables are taken care by few companies. We can simply say telecom consortia. There are 20 plus telecoms like Bharat Airtel, Telecom Egypt, Orange, and Jio is also there, and AAG, AT&T, Airtel, PLTD, Vital. Those kind of companies are already laid down, or some percent of cables are laid down or installed by the these companies. And when it comes to the tech giants, you can see Google owns 16 plus cables like Donut, Grazer Hopper, and Jupiter with AWS, NTT, Amazon, Microsoft. You can see like that. There are bunch of companies will work under this. Okay, they are going to some companies are going to take care about the installation and some companies are going to take care about the maintenance. Let's assume some internet cable got teared or maybe damaged because of some issue. They are going to do the repair work. So the repair and maintenance works are going to taken care by some companies, and the installation is taken care by the some companies. It is a group of companies. The companies group is called as a consortia. Okay, that is called as a consortia. Okay, you can see these are the main companies are taken care by the maintenance and operations. Only maintenance. Okay, not installation. Maintenance are taken care by these companies. The Global Marine is a Mumbai-based company, I think, or it is belongs to the India. Global Marine, Indian-based company, is taken care about the maintenance of the specific submarine cables or a specific length of submarine cables. Okay, the installation process are taken care by some other companies again. Okay, when it comes to the Indian context, you can see the Tata Global Network, like owned by Airtel, Tata, Bharti International Partners, and repaired via Mumbai landing stations by regional vessels. There are some kind of vessels they are going to use for um, like installing and maintaining these things, because the depth of the sea is not allow a diver to repair it. At that point of time, they are going to use ROVs, remote operative vehicles. They are going to use it to repair or lay down those kind of cables and all. You can see that under the depth of the sea, okay, there is a soil is there. Under the soil at a point of level, maybe a 6 feet or some foot, they are going to install it inside the sea. They are not simply lay down on the surface. If they lay down the cable on the surface, again it is going to damaged by the any other things like any kind of um, what would we say, any kind of creatures or any kind of things will happen to those kind of submarine
Natural
cables. They are
calamities.
sorry.
But Sai, it's happen to the natural calamities also. But why they
Yeah,
are using cables only? Why they are not using the satellites? Still, for
satellite
this much
is
of
also
maintenance
have
and
a,
all.
yeah, everything is happen through the wire, but the satellite it is also connecting for a some level of communication only. Okay, maybe you can you, as you said, satellite also we can be used, but that is a too cost. It's a cost effective thing. Okay, if you are going to use a satellite instead of these cables and all, if you are purchasing 1 GB data for 1 rupee, it is again going to reach it to some more level, at least a 50 rupees or 100 rupees, because maintaining the satellites is very higher than maintaining these cables. Okay, if you are going to lay down this cable, mostly it is a very protective cable. Okay, it won't be damaged until few years, but the satellites won't like that. We have to regularly maintain the satellite things and all. We have, even though satellite should be patched, like your computer, like your devices, you need to patch or reboot or restart applications, or sorry, the entire devices, right? The same way we have to patch and reboot and restart the satellites too at some point of time. And also the materials and metals we are using in the satellite is too costly, and the technology is also too costly. That's why we are not still using the satellites for 100% communication. We can able to use it, but it's a costly thing. Okay, moreover, these the entire connectivity or the internet is happening with the help of these cables only. Okay.
So, which means each pipeline that they're running the tubes, they get a bunch of cables running together from end to end.
Yes. Yes, you can see the map. Whatever you are
Mhm,
seeing here,
mhm.
these all are cables only.
Okay.
These all are cables only. This is an image or a satellite image, or you can I'll show you directly.
Yeah, the totally earth is in hands of internet.
Mm, yes, let me show
Rather
you.
than control, this
This
is all
is
being.
a submarine
Oh,
cable.
okay.
The data is transmitting from this
Hmm.
optical fibers. You can see
Hmm.
this is at the size of your hair.
So these are multi modes, right?
Yeah, these all are protective layers only.
Mhm.
There are seven or
Okay.
eight protective layers. The least one is the actual fiber optical fiber cable, which is transmitting the entire data.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say that all these come under the top of the umbrella is USA controlling that. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mostly.
Okay.
Mostly. Yeah. Even
Not
ICANN
only
and
the
IANA
mostly
is also.
all.
But
ICANN is controlling of the US government
everything
only
is controlled
directly.
by ICANN. Actually, ICANN is not
Yeah.
controlling the cables and all. This is the physical infrastructure is going to taken care by the consortia, like
Hmm.
different regions, different continents, different countries are going to taken care by. Like there are bunch of like 50 to
Hmm.
100
Hmm.
companies are
Hmm.
in the consortia are going to taken care by this. Okay, if when it comes to India, if the cable from India, like which is from 100 or 1,000 kilometers from India in
Hmm.
the sea, is going to taken care by the um, some companies under India is, or some companies under China or
Hmm.
Pakistan, some kind of companies are going to taken care the repairing and everything
Hmm.
if anything happen or something.
But
Same way.
but finally data will can get US for in any country
Yeah.
related
Uh,
things. The total final control of
Everything is
US
controlled
only.
by
Exactly. So
USA only, but we
US
can't
US
say
government.
that.
can US can shut it down and nobody will be able to work. That is correct.
No, it
Yeah,
won't
they will
happen
get
like
every
that. They can't
information.
able to shut down anything. See, it is
But if
a
they want to, they can do that,
see the
right?
World
Without
Wide
the.
Web is already open to everyone. You are saying
Okay.
it is controlled by USA. That's correct. But the thing is, it looks like an independent body. It's not controlled by the government. Okay,
Hmm.
but at some sort of level, independent governments or independent countries are going to taken care about all those things, what are the needed requirements to maintain all these things. But the major part is,
Right.
the major chunk is taken care by the USA only, because IK and IAN is established in the USA.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
at
so in case they
1998
say
I
that,
think.
okay, if they say that, okay, hey, we don't want the world to get anything, they can just go ahead and then shut it down and nobody can do anything.
No,
If
no,
they
no, no,
say they decide to
they
shut it
can't do
down,
that, because see, the hubs, those kind of ICANN IAND hubs are in each and every country. Okay, they
okay, so
can't able to
redundancy
simply
talking to each
control
other.
it.
Okay.
They
Okay.
can't simply control each and everything, but at some
Hmm.
point of at some level, they maybe they can control it, not
Okay.
fully.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is open network actually. Each and everyone can able to access it, but at some point of level only they can control it.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. If anything happened, let's assume, as you said, the US got compromised everything. So the
Sai, can I
companies,
give the example how they are controlling?
yeah, 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 yeah.
the that
Please.
control ship, how they got the US people in the middle of the sea
Yes.
because of the internet only. Maybe they got it that big ship. They don't know the information before. Actually, within 3 days, they tracked all the information about that ship.
Yeah. There are bunch of things will came up while we are talking about controlling or maintaining or start or stop those kind of services. It is a kind of a network we are using. We'll explain you these networking things tomorrow, like what are the network types. Internet is a kind of a network type only. It is an example of one kind of network type, like it's a wide area or kind of a network type only. There are bunch of network types are there. We will discuss about the network types tomorrow. Okay.
The recording has stopped.
Yep. I think I'm good. Guys, do you have any doubts on this?
No.
No. Thank
No,
you.
Sai, but Sai, I request you to the class should be till 9:30 only because after that
Okay.
I
Okay.
have
I'll
office. Yeah,
conclude it then. I'll
yeah, yeah.
conclude
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I mean, after that you can take queries, but after
Okay.
9:30 I have to
Okay.
ready office. Yeah,
Okay. At least I'll complete it. Then I'll go for the queries then. Even yesterday's
yeah,
class or
yeah.
today's class. That should be better. Okay. I consider it. I noted that one. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.